and thank you for your interest in Transition Financial Advisors Group. My name is Brian Wruk, and I was born and raised in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, but now live permanently in the Phoenix area in Arizona. My fascination with the U.S. started in high school when I took a band trip to Portland, Oregon, and then a campus life trip to California. The lifestyle, culture, theme parks, warm weather, oceans, and beaches got me hooked, and I decided at that point in time that I would live someday in the U.S. The realization of my dream began in 1990 when I went to the University of Arizona to complete my graduate work. There I met my wife, Kathy, and after graduating, we got married and moved to Calgary for my employment. After 4 years, we started the process to make my dream come true, and I applied for a green card sponsored by a U.S. citizen. We moved to the U.S. in 1996 and have resided in the Phoenix area ever since. We were just getting started with our careers and weren't of much means, but what was amazing to me was the complexity associated with our simple situation. My wife is a U.S. citizen, but living in Canada, she had to file a U.S. tax return every year. Trying to figure out what income went on there, did I need to go on her U.S. return, proved to be enormously complex, and there wasn't much information around at all. We got married in Tucson but lived in Calgary. Bringing our gifts, our wedding gifts, from Tucson back across the border took 3 attempts with numerous calls beforehand trying to get clearance in order to bring them into Canada without paying any duty. Proved enormously complex. When I moved back to the U.S. in '96, filing my first U.S. tax return down here, I didn't realize that my RSPs in Canada did not maintain their tax-deferred status here in the U.S. It required a special Canada-U.S. treaty election on the U.S. return to do so. These complexities is what prompted me to start this firm and to write our books, The American in Canada and The Canadian in America. These are tailored to individuals moving in both directions across the border. And that's what makes us unique, is we have people who have walked in the shoes that you are putting on to come alongside you, bring peace of mind, and help you avoid the pitfalls and point out the planning opportunities available to you. We've helped hundreds of clients like you make the transition between Canada and the U.S. If you're a high net worth individual and are looking for hard to find advice, introduce yourself by clicking on the green Get Started button and filling out our introductory fact finder. I'll personally take a look at it and we'll call you to schedule a no obligation free phone consultation at your convenience. Again, thank you for your interest in Transition Financial Advisors Group.